1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, hello.
Hey, mic check 1, 2. My stuff for my later tapings. Because I haven't put it on. Whoops. Hey, mic check. I put my stuff for the later social hits.
Hi, mic check 1, 2, 3, 4. I got the note about the T's. I'll just be ready to record it whenever. Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Why does this keep coming up? Go
Okay.
away.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us on After GMS. It is 7:46. We've got the crew right here. Megan, Stacy, and Christian are all working from home. I'm in studio, of course, holding things down, but thank goodness yesterday there was a team of meteorologists in the building. I mean, we had Tim, we had Taran, we had Christian, because yesterday's storms were so intense. I'm so appreciative of the nicer weather today.
Yes, we are. All are, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. So start us off with a look at what we can expect.
Yeah, it's very welcomed weather too. A much different look across the Triad this morning. Take a look at our weather camera network. Greensboro, Burlington, High Point. The sun is coming up, and that's a good thing. Good thing to see. Just a few clouds in the sky right now. Now, one thing I want to show you is this storm reports board that we have from the last 24 hours. So this doesn't even take into account all of the storms that we had here in the Triad and the storms that moved through the western portion of the state. This is only a timestamp of the last 24 hours, but you can tell all the way down along the coast, tons of wind damage reports. A lot of those dark blue circles that you see are high wind reports, and there were even, sadly, even more tornadoes along the coast of North Carolina and even along South Carolina as well. This is that Alamance County tornado yesterday that moved through Saxapahaw. It was an EF1 rating from the National Weather Service. It packed 110-mile-per-hour winds, and it traveled 5 miles right around Sutphen up to Saxapahaw. So thankfully, there were no injuries or fatalities in that tornado. Temperature-wise right now, nice start to the morning, right around 50 degrees in most of the Triad areas, 47 in Greensboro, 47 in Winston-Salem, 48 in High Point, 50 in Asheboro, and 50 in Lexington as well. Now, that cold front that brought us that strong line of storms yesterday, it's moved away from us. And then another cold front actually moved across our area last night. So on the backside of that, we've got cooler high pressure building in. That will keep us nice and dry. Actually, pretty nice weather over the next several days. One thing we're going to watch, though, is a little upper level disturbance that'll pass us as we go throughout the afternoon and the evening. That could pop off a stray shower. Again, the better chance for that is going to be in our mountains. So clouds will be on the increase as we go through the afternoon. A cooler day of weather, 65 for the high, down to 42 overnight under mostly cloudy skies. We're even cooler tomorrow, struggling to get out of the 50s for your Wednesday. But nice weather returns for Thursday and Friday. Mid-60s tomorrow, mid-60s on Thursday, and getting close to 70 on Friday. So nice weather is in store for the next few days.
Let's get an update now on the latest coronavirus numbers here in North Carolina. There are now more than 4,800 confirmed cases. That's out of 63,000 tests and across 92 counties. 313 people are currently in the hospital at last check. 86 have died. We'll get another update just before noon today. States along the west and east coasts are now working together to stop the coronavirus spread. California, Washington, and Oregon will work together, and 7 northeast states, including Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, and New York, will coordinate their efforts. The number of new hospitalizations in New York is slowing, but the death toll in the hardest hit state has topped 10,000.
Well, Governor Roy Cooper urges all North Carolinians to continue to stay home to stop the spread of COVID-19.
What we are doing is working. We're saving lives.
Well, today the governor's new executive order is in place. It limits the number of people who can be inside essential businesses at one time. It also put new safeguards in places at nursing homes and expands unemployment benefits. Well, speaking of those unemployment benefits this year, more than 500,000 North Carolinians have filed for unemployment. The state has sent out more than $66 million in benefits. The new executive order removes more barriers and will hopefully help get benefits to those in need even faster. If you need to get in contact with the unemployment office, call the number 888-797-0259.
Well, Christian mentioned it. We are in spring severe storm season. The National Weather Service confirms an EF1 tornado touched down in Alamance County yesterday morning while we were on air on the Good Morning Show. The storm had winds of 110 miles per hour. It touched down just after 6:30 a.m. and was on the ground in Saxapahaw for 5 miles. It was fast, lasting about 8 minutes. Thankfully, no injuries were reported there. Right now, though, crews are still hard at work restoring power just a day after that severe weather hit our state. Approximately 50,000 people are still in the dark, but those outages are mostly concentrated in Charlotte and Asheville. Here in the Triad, only a few hundred people at last check are without power in Forsyth County, which was one of the harder hit areas yesterday. A Duke Energy spokesperson says power restoration could take longer in some areas because linemen are practicing social distancing as they work.
All right, let's jump right into our first conversation this morning. Stacey Spivey has that for us. Good morning, Stace.
Hey, good morning, Tracy. I'm sorry that you're so alone there in the studio. I definitely miss seeing you in person, but I completely understand. And obviously we have to continue social distancing, but hopefully I can give you some good news. Tomorrow, 80 million people should be getting those stimulus checks that are long awaited for some folks. And if you haven't gotten it by then, don't panic, because tomorrow, the IRS will launch the Get My Payment tool. This will show you the status of your payment, including the date that money is scheduled to be deposited into your bank account or mailed to you. The tool will also let you submit bank information so you can get your payment faster. But we want to know, are you going to save that money or spend it? Let's see what you had to say on Tracy's Facebook page when she asked this question. Brenda says, right now I'm still working, so I'll save mine in case something changes. Deborah says she's going to spend it on bills. Elizabeth says, save it as long as possible and make it last, because we don't know how long this is going to last and we will need food and bills paid. And Shasta says, I'm going to save the majority of it, but I need some personal items that I will buy. I am anxiously waiting. And I think I agree. I'm with her. I'm going to save the majority of it. And actually, guys, we are buying a house. So some exciting news there. And so we're going to use some of that money to, I guess, buy some new things for the house, and yeah, and save some of it for, I'm sure a lot of things will come up in the future.
Well, congratulations first and foremost on your big purchase. That's awesome. So exciting for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Congrats.
And you're right. Things will pop up with a house that you will probably need a little extra cash on hand. So it might be great that it's coming at such a great time for you. I think it's kind of interesting because a lot of people plan on saving it, as I do. But I think the government intended this for us to be able to spend it so that we could keep the economy going. But just like a lot of our viewers, I'm not sure where we're going to go from here, so I'd rather have a little extra for later, just in case I need it. How about you, Meg?
Yeah, well, Tracy, I posed your question on my Facebook page as well, and the majority of people are saying they're going to save it in a sense, but spend it on bills. So they are spending it, but just spending it on what their immediate needs are. We did hear from Susan Jones, and I want to share her sweet comment. This is awesome. She said that she's not hurting. Her job is still intact, and she feels lucky. So she plans to give away her check to another family who is more directly affected by unemployment. So that's pretty awesome to hear.
That is an awesome thing. If you're able to do that, that is the best thing you could possibly do, right? I mean, give it back and pay it forward. Christian, I know that you already commented on our Facebook live stream here that you were going to save it with an exclamation mark. Why so passionate?
Well, now everything that I say is going to be, awful compared to somebody giving theirs away. That's really, really awesome. No, but, I intend to save it, or maybe even try to put some of it towards some sort of investing, or, try to put it in an account where it can grow, or something like that. If you have the ability to do that, I think that's an awesome thing to do with it. Of course, a lot of us don't have that ability now. There have been people that have lost jobs and need it to get by and get essential things that they need. But yeah, I'm planning to save it. I'll probably spend a little bit of it, but save it and then maybe put it into something where it can grow and invest it.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And saving for a rainy day. I mean, who knew that this was going to happen, a year ago? So when you have that emergency fund kind of stashed away, when these emergencies happen, then it's not such a blow. Although I will say we are kind of hitting it at our house. We have, me who's still working right now. My husband is kind of up in the air right now because he is self-employed. And so, it's kind of hard right now. So we're just kind of making it work, but we can't wait until we are both full-time, fully working again, so it's not so hard on us. Granted, I don't have anything to spend money on right now anyway, because we're just staying at home.
You can't go out, you can't really do anything,
Yeah.
So what are you going to spend it on?
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to talk about, if you guys are following along on your Facebook stream here, people are weighing in. First of all, a lot of people saying congratulations, Stacy, about your house. That is awesome news.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Yeah, so a few questions here. Some people wanted to know how you can track to see when it's coming. That was a question from Brana, and it's actually on our website. We have that tool for you, WFNYnews2.com. If you go on our website and click on that, and you have to put in some personal information, though. So, be prepared to do that, and it will help you find where your stimulus check is or when it's going to be hitting your direct deposit. And then also, it actually started yesterday, and today it will keep rolling out over the next several weeks. So a lot of people are saying, paying it forward is awesome. Some people, I'm sorry, I just missed this comment. Billy said, I didn't get my check, but trust me, I mean, hopefully if you apply, I guess there are things that people qualify for, things that people don't. That's also on our website as well. But Benjamin said that he's getting a new tattoo. So, whatever you want to spend it on. All right, I was just looking at this other question here too. Barbara says she's going to have to pay bills since she's been laid off, and I think a lot of people are feeling the same way. Shanna says, unfortunately, most people will just waste it. All right, so let's not waste any other time here. Stacy, you have another conversation that you're getting us into this morning.
And maybe some people are saving that money for a vacation, maybe not. And if you did have a vacation planned to Myrtle Beach, you may have to delay it even more because the city of Myrtle Beach extended its emergency order, meaning if you were hoping to vacation there, you'll have to wait longer. The coronavirus emergency order is extended to May 15th. And during that time, hotels and vacation rentals cannot accept new reservations. South Carolina's governor has also closed all beaches at this time. So hopefully they'll be back open before the main beach time, which I would consider June, July, August. But for right now, it's been extended to May 15th. Some people are commenting about this on our Facebook page if we want to take a look at those. Valerie says, I think it's funny that they close the beaches where there is lots of fresh air and sunshine, but you can still get on a city bus. Interesting point there. And the next comment says, I wonder if they will extend the stay-at-home order here in North Carolina. Now, right now, the North Carolina stay-at-home order she is talking about is in effect until April 29th, and we'll have to wait and see for now what Governor Roy Cooper decides.
Oh yeah, of course, the governor's getting a lot of advice from state health leaders and the national health experts at the CDC, so I'm sure that decision will come pretty quickly. I don't know, guys. My habits in my mind, I've changed them all. Like, I don't even want to go to the beaches this summer. And I mean, I'm hoping that, you know, people feel differently because we do need that economy to drive our, you know, our great state again. But I just, you know, I'm just such a homebody. I'm used to being at the house and making it work that, you know, it's kind of changing my habits a little bit. I don't know about you guys. Do you want the beaches open?
I want to go to the beach. I want to have a beach trip before the year is over. But, you know, there was that one comment about that people don't understand why the beaches can't be open, but you can be on a city bus. And I agree in a sense, because yes, there's a lot of fresh air and you can spread out on the beach. You can social distance on the beach. But the problem is, I mean, you know, we saw it before the beaches were closed, not just here in North Carolina, but South Carolina and all the other beaches, is that people don't social distance on the beach. You know, they go out there in big groups of people, you know, and they set up their umbrellas and their chairs all together. So it kind of, you know, it's like one of those things, it's not a problem until it becomes a problem. And it did, because yeah, there's a lot of space you can do that, but people just weren't social distancing on the beach. So I totally understand why.
Yeah. All right, Megan, where do you weigh in on this?
Well, we actually have an extended family beach trip planned for July, but my family members, my parents who live in the Midwest, and my brothers who live in Florida, they're hesitant to book their flights because who knows how much longer this is going to last, or even if things are somewhat back to normal by then, are the beaches going to be safe for a lot of people to gather during peak travel time? So we'll have to wait and see. I'm certainly hoping that by July at least we'll be somewhat back to some sense of normalcy. But I do think social distancing measures are going to continue, and I certainly hope people will continue some of these hygiene practices that we have learned from this, because they can only help us going forward.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see whatever the governor decides and then how it will be implemented. Will it be just like a switch, like, okay, we're back? Or will it be, you know, a gradual, like maybe schools stay canceled, but people can go back to work, or vice versa? I mean, who knows? There's so many different options here. I think people just want that sense of normal back, but it kind of take a while.
You know, we do want that sense of normal back, Tracy, but I also wonder if, you know, when things do start slowly kind of getting back to normal, if even though they do open things up and say, hey, you can go and you can do this now, I wonder what the reaction will be, because I know I've seen a lot of the reaction on social media, you know, where people say, you know, oh, we can't wait, we're going to do this, and this. But I also wonder at the same time if people will be hesitant and if they won't jump on it just as quick, just knowing the risks that we're in now and that we've been through. I just wonder if people will kind of take caution and slowly kind of get back to a normal routine, a normal way of life.
Yeah, I agree. I develop habits very quickly. If I start working out for 20 days and it's a habit, then I just keep going, you know. And so now my habit is staying at home and playing in the yard. And, you know, it's just a different habit, and cooking more. And so now it's just kind of my new life. And so I don't even kind of miss the old way, you know. I mean, of course, I miss going over to my parents' house every day, but that can't happen right now. So there are things I miss, but like the spending money at restaurants and eating out all the time, multiple times a week, lunch, breakfast, and dinner, you know, I have a new way of life now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think I do too. I have saved a lot of money, actually. Yeah. Sorry, Megan, I didn't mean to talk over you. I've saved a lot of money by not getting my nails done, and I'm just using the stick-on ones, which cost a lot less. I haven't gotten my hair done. We haven't been out to eat a lot. I mean, we've done some takeout, but typically things that I'd be going and doing and spending money, I've had to cancel a trip, so that money came back. That's different for me now. And then, you know, you were talking about how things are going to change possibly. Well, I think once this is all over, I think I'm going to look at life a lot differently. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, Megan was getting ready to say something, so I didn't want to.
Yeah, I agree. And no, you're okay. Yeah, just a disclaimer to people watching. Obviously, several of us are working from home, so with technology, there is like a bit of a delay. So that's why sometimes it seems like we're talking over each other, and we're not. We're just trying to participate in the conversation. So what I was going to say was, you know, I'm really enjoying the aspect of family time, which has been the benefit for us because of these social distancing measures. Someone asked me on Facebook, you know, is this just an extended maternity leave for you? It's not. Obviously, I'm putting in a full day at home, but I am enjoying being able to lessen my commute, not driving to work, be able to just jump out at the end of my workday and spend time with my family. So that has been some of the benefit of this. And on the weekends, you know, just getting that quality time together that we might not have had otherwise.
Yeah, it's taking, you know, a bad situation and creating a new opportunity. And in this case, for me and for you, Megan, it's an opportunity to spend more time with our kids, which can never be bad. All right, so Christian, we are done with our talkers today. You get to close us out with a look at the forecast.
Oh, how about that? And it's nice weather to talk about too, which is a very welcome change from yesterday. Things are nice this morning. We're starting out with sunshine. There will be some extra clouds building in though as we go throughout the afternoon. As an upper level disturbance passes overhead, that could bring us stray showers, just a low end 20% chance of that happening. The better chance is actually back to our mountains. It's a cooler day as well, in the mid 60s for afternoon highs and much less windy as well. Even cooler tomorrow as cooler high pressure will continue to build into the region. We'll struggle to get out of the 50s on Wednesday. A couple of those showers, stray showers, could linger in the morning. And then heading into Thursday and Friday, the nice weather is making a comeback and our temperatures start to recover too. We're dry in the mid 60s on Thursday and then getting close to 70 by Friday. And we'll stay close to 70 heading into the weekend and just a 20% chance of getting some showers on Sunday. So the 7-day forecast is pretty nice. There's nice weather sticking around heading into another week and heading into the weekend too.
All right, that is a great forecast. Thank you, Christian. I did just get one question, if you guys don't mind hanging on for me. I wanted to respond to Thomas. He wants to know where his stimulus check, because he doesn't have a bank account, will it be mailed to my mailing address? As long as you filed your 2018 or 2019 taxes and your address is on file, you didn't have to e-file. You will receive a check in the mail, but it could be the end of summer before you get it. Those are going to take a lot longer than the direct deposit. Again, we have a link on our website, WFNYnews2.com, where you can track your stimulus check. Again, you have to put in some personal information. We don't keep that information. It's just a link that will go to the IRS's website. So I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. If you have any other questions, feel free to email us. We are here to answer your questions, and I wanted to get that in. All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging with me again for After GMS, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Take care.
See you.